Today I presented to 90 lawyers around the country about my workbook. And this evening I just decided to do a condensed version of that presentation. So here goes. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. As lawyers, we see ourselves assisting our clients to plant that tree so that their loved ones can sit in the shade, i.e. their wife can keep the home. The wife is able to access the superannuation and life insurance to pay the home loan. Kids and pets are looked after, etc., etc. And as lawyers, put simply, we plan our client's estate in the event of their death or incapacity, and we prepare a number of legal documents listed here. But in reality, when a client dies, their loved ones turn their house upside down to look for the original documents. The grieving widow or child presents the will, and they don't know what to do or where to start. All they have is this legal document, this will. What do I do with this? So in April this year, we decided there's got to be a better way of practicing the law. And we came up and published My Workbook. What is it? My Workbook is a practical guide for the widow, widower, child and loved ones, pre-filled with prompts, completed by the client during their lifetime and read by their loved ones after the client's death. It's a practical and personal guide and complements the legal documents, so the will and this workbook sit hand in hand. For Great Southern Wills, at the signing meeting, after the clients have signed their wills, we photocopy their will and we put the photocopy in a storage box together with their diagram. We also place in there a workbook for each client, and the clients can then fill out this information at their own leisure. We tell our clients to let their executor know where this storage box is. So a lot of the practical and personal information is in this box. What's in my workbook? There's a step-by-step guide, a letter of wishes, a testamentary trust guide, letters of love. We note, however, these are guides and wishes. They're not binding, they're not a codicil, and they do not revoke or alter your will. So your will is still your will. Step-by-step guide, let's just run through this quickly. What you need to do immediately. So in my book, you need to call my mum and dad in Sydney, and here are their numbers. Funeral wishes, and we'll touch that in the next slide. List of people to contact after the funeral. There's a long list here. Do they have to apply for probate? To apply for probate, you need details of assets and liabilities, i.e. bank account details, etc. And a checklist for the estate administration. But the good stuff is in here. Got your funeral wishes, and there's a lot of check boxes, so you can write down your wishes regarding burial, cremation, and how, and also your funeral service wishes. How to raise the children, and there's about 8 pages with prompts as to how to raise the children, what school they go to, what about the other family in Sydney that need to see them, what about screen time, mobile phone use, pocket money, chores, allergies, how to look after the pets, who will look after the pets, what about the pet's vet, do the pets have any special needs, do they only eat a particular biscuit, for example, how to run the business, wishes regarding an existing family trust, how to run that family trust, a digital assets register with passwords, login, etc., personal effects list, minors and their inheritance for a child. So if a child's to inherit all their wealth at 25, what your wishes are as to how your child is to use that money, i.e. buy a home or travel the world, but don't buy that Ferrari. Minors and their inheritance for a trustee, and unexpected decisions, possible claims. There's also a testamentary trust guide and letters of love. So thank you so much. If you've got any questions, if you can give me a